Well, today's the day. We're gonna have an operational tractor again. Well, good morning, everyone. Just before the long weekend. And we're gonna put an axle back on a tractor. It's kind of nice to get that rig going again. Now we're just set it on the pallet. We're just sliding it into place there now. So just slowly get her creeped under there because she's a heavy booger. Well, we're somewhat in place. Now we just got to grunt and fart and bitch and gripe and get her put into those pins. Let's see what happens. Well, with the aid of a floor jack, and a little wiggle and jiggle, and grunting and a bit of farting and whatnot, we got it on. Just a matter of bolting things together, putting the hoses on, of course wheels and everything else. Well, mid-afternoon, the wheels are back on. She's operational again, somewhat. That's what I like to see. Just got to put the shaft back on, which is had a hard time starting. Brian and I got talking about it here, and it's been 4 months since it's been running. And she was a little reluctant to start, but she started. Figured it was an air leak, some air lock or something. But now we just gotta get this nut here is kind of pooched, so we don't have a spare one around. So it'll sit here for a few more days till we get another nut. But otherwise, that's what I like to see. A tractor that's operational again. Okay, it's the next morning. We no sooner get one piece of equipment kind of back together, we're tearing another one apart. Had to bring the old Swather home here, the old 24-foot. Bearing went on the canvas drive here. Also, the bearing up here is running real hot. So been a lot of hiccups at this Swather here this year. One thing about it, once we get with a new knife, different shafts with new bearings, new gear on the end, pretty new belt there. While we're at it, we may as well change the belts here because they're looking like they're seeing their better days. We should have a fairly new rig. New/old rig. Sometimes that just happens around here. When things go to pot, things go to pot. We still got the hay bind going. It's going all right. And we still got Frankenstein, if need be. Dad, he just finished cutting on another, what was it worthwhile, cutting on another quarter yesterday, or day before yesterday. And he's gone, well, basically it's straight north of here on what we call 3. He's done a pretty good cut out there, he said yesterday. So it looks like the hay is worthwhile. So we can keep busy with that. And if worse comes to worse, we can get that one going. And it is going. We've used it already. And just doesn't have a crimper on it. We can put the crimper on if need be. We do have a crimper for it, and the knife and guards are good on it. So, but the air conditioning needs to be recharged. So I've put in a request to get it done. And now that it's long weekend, he won't come out till at least Tuesday, I would imagine. So if we have to, we will sweat it out. But for now, we still got the hay bind, so Well, we still got 2 pieces working out of 3, so that's the main thing. And we got to do a little fixing on the baler. Come to think of it. I was having some net wrap issues the other day. I guess I'll just show you real quick. Oh yeah, and then with the duals, you got to be careful that how you turn, because we have hooked that on that side. It's cracked, but it's all right. But the other day I ripped that off, plus I tore this apart, did some damage, and I thought just about put the fire extinguisher through the baler. So I figured, well, and then, oh yeah, the net wrap. We had a couple of bales that ended up being little haystacks after I tied it. It cycled good, but what I did notice a couple of days before that, this roller had slid out, and there's a rubber right in here that when you tighten this, it expands the rubber out and holds this in place. Well, it had popped out, so I'm thinking there's some, and I noticed there was wear on that rubber. So I'm thinking that's why the bales didn't tie worth a darn. So yesterday morning I sent Dad to Pearson to get some parts. I phoned them and they had some parts. So here's the rubber. I think there was 70 bucks for that or something. Whatever, that's just the way it goes. And I figured I may as well get a new one of these. May as well have a fire extinguisher on there, so. And I got a couple of rolls of net wrap too, so. Oh yeah, there was, and one of these. You buy the whole kit. So try to keep things in shape as best we can, even though that was a dumb mistake there, but that's the joys of having duals on a tractor when you're trying to turn sharp. So we had to bring this home anyways. We're running low on fuel and we don't carry a slip tank with us, so we just bring the tractors home for fueling, and because we're not that terrible far away. And then I had to move some stuff around and whatnot, so pallet fork got put on. And so yeah, just regular hiccups and things happening around here. Well, it's Sunday morning, and you can see we've reconvened the Gentlemen's Club. There's one missing actually. I brought one out last night. An older bull. Hopefully he didn't get his clock cleaned too much. Maybe I have to go travel around a bit. So yeah, like I said, reconvening the Gentlemen's Club. No voters fraud, no election rigging done around here. President gets elected by UFC cage match. So that's what we spent most of the day doing yesterday, and then it got pretty hot. It was around 33 degrees. So by about mid-afternoon we quit and then come back last night. Got one other bull, and then we got the other 2 bulls from the one herd this morning. So, and that's what's going on. Just gotta go look for another bull. Hopefully he's okay. Well, there's our other guy. He's standing. He's just sulking right now because kind of lost the battle, I guess. He definitely, whoops, What the hell's going on? Okay, trying to get back there. Guess he just didn't like what was going on, so he's gonna stay off to himself. So everybody's good. Breeding season is over for this year. Whatever doesn't get bred goes bye-bye. Well, it's Monday morning. We had a little bit of rain overnight. I was hoping to get baling fairly quick today, but doesn't look like it for a while anyways. There is a breeze and the sun is out, so hopefully by 3 or 4 o'clock we can maybe get some haying done. So I thought while we're at it, we may as well clean this bin out because we got like 40 acres of oats that we sowed in spring. It looks like it's getting ready to combine here later this week. I should show you that crop too. It was a bit we got some green in it, whatnot, but I'll show you that later. So thought we'd get this about this far up on the bin, one ring. So that'll fit into this quite easily. I've had this auger stuck in there all summer from the... Sometimes we needed a pail of grain to take to some cows or feed that steer that's across the road. So I figured, well, while the auger's set up there, may as well just one auger to the other one to the bin. I was hoping I could run both augers with the one tractor, but didn't seem like there was enough hydraulic power, so the old 886 comes to the rescue. And yes, I gotta finish spraying here too. There's still half a tank of chemical in there. I guess we better get it used up. It's getting late in the season. Forget about spurge, I guess, and spray some trees before the end of the year. So that's this morning's job. Well, we're back out in the marsh here. We're on one here. The next quarter we're going to is just right there. 36, what we call 36. That's been cut for a few days. I'm a little bit late getting out here to bale it, but anyways, that's the way it's going. Still have to, we'll get her done. And we had a request about shooting a little clip or doing a video about our rake. This is a Heston rake. I can't remember the model number offhand. We've had this rake for probably 25 years. It's 14 wheels, 7 on each side, V-rake. Some of you have seen some of the videos already. I was going to fire up and get it going right away, but I got a pretty squishy tire here, so I was going to carry on the way it is, but I thought, I'm thinking I'm going to have a flat tire, so I phone for some help, I should say, and they're coming to get me because I just brought the baler out, finished doing a bunch of service work on it and dusting it off, and there was a pickup tooth needed changing and some net wrap wrapped around the rollers, and so yeah, just takes time to do all this stuff. Anyways, obviously this is folded up at the moment in transport position. And just pull these things out, put the thing back in there. And to set your width, right now it's set at the max because we did have it for doing 24-foot swaths. But the swather is down right now, and what's left out there, and then Dad's been working on a couple of quarters out west there, and they're all with the 16 foot, so I may as well set this thing. Right now it's set at the maximum width, and all you do, let's see if I can kill myself doing this, pull this pin, because there's a spring underneath. And I think the setting for the 16-foot swaths is on the 3rd hole. And then you can narrow it up as much as you want. But that's the setting we use for our 16-foot swaths. If you got narrower swaths, well, you could probably get away with the next hole down. All the teeth have been changed on this rake at some point in its life. So it has seen some use. We really like it. Ouch. Oh yeah, there's a hydraulic cylinder in there that pushes the rake out and in. So once I get back here and get this tire filled up, we'll do some raking. Hopefully some baling will get done here before dark tonight.